This is without a doubt the best bang for your buck keyboard. I've had this keyboard for nearly 8 years and it has held up so incredibly well. It costs around $200. And so if you're just getting started on the piano or you're looking to get a new keyboard but don't want to spend a lot of money, this is the best bang for your buck keyboard. I'm going to go over exactly why in this video. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Jock Hopkins, creator of Piano in 21 Days. Been around doing this for almost 13 years now. And today I'm not going to come at you with a piano tutorial. We're just going to talk about keyboards because obviously that is a prerequisite to learning piano. You need to have your instrument. And so some of you maybe have a piano that's been sitting around collecting dust, and that's great. Others of you maybe want a keyboard like I have. And so for those interested in a keyboard, I cannot speak highly enough about this keyboard. I've talked about it for years and years and years. Anytime somebody emails in with, hey, what kind of keyboard should I get? This is my recommendation. So what this is, it's called an Alesis Recital. The brand is Alesis. And look, I have no affiliation with them. I purchased this keyboard myself. I actually bought a brand new one of these keyboards, but this one right here, I bought nearly 8 years ago with my own money, and I just did a quick little review back then. But you know what's crazy about review videos and unboxing videos is it's still pretty fresh. It doesn't show what it's like using that product over years and years and years. So here I am almost 8 years later after making that review video, and I'm still using the exact same keyboard. There's no problems with it. It works great. It still feels great. It's just held up so well. And now let's talk about some of the reasons that I like it. One of the first things you have to keep in mind when you're shopping for a piano or a keyboard is the feel of the keys. And there's really 3 main categories. We could have fully weighted keys, which mimics exactly how a real piano feels. We can have non-weighted keys, which is just like super light and flimsy, and it's kind of like a kid's toy. Or then we can have semi-weighted keys, which is keys that have a little bit of weight. And in my opinion, it's like 80% as good as fully weighted. Now, to get fully weighted keys on a keyboard, you're going to pay for it. And so that's why if you are on a budget, I recommend you look for semi-weighted keys because it feels almost as good as fully weighted, but you're going to pay a lot less. So this keyboard right here, the Alesis Recital that I've been talking about, has semi-weighted keys. So if you need to have those fully weighted keys, maybe this keyboard is not for you, but I know Alesis does have other models. In fact, they have other models I've reviewed on my channel that do have fully weighted keys. But I use semi-weighted keys because I use this keyboard and I have no problem at all with it. The next thing is, it is a full-size 88 key keyboard. Now, a piano has 88 keys, and so this mimics the size and the number of keys as a full piano. Now, if you don't have room for 88 keys, you can go with fewer keys, but there's a lot of variety in terms of the number of keys you can get in the keyboard, and I would prefer you have at least 62 keys if you can do it. But if you can afford and you have the room for 88 keys, then that is always going to be best, and this fits that bill as well. Another thing I like about it is just simple. There's not a lot of buttons going on. It's not complicated. Oftentimes I'm just using regular piano mode here and I turn it on and I can start playing. I've got the volume adjustment. I don't really use any of the other buttons, not that there's many of them. So for a basic keyboard, you're just getting started, or heck, I've been playing piano for a long time and this is my main piano in my house. It's just so hard to beat this one. And then of course, one of the big benefits is it's around $200 for this keyboard. So nearly 8 years later, I'm still using this exact same keyboard. So I guess that's the other thing about this is that it lasts a long time. So if it lasts so long and I'm so happy with it, why did I get another one? Well, the reason is because my daughter is now learning to play piano. And so I wanted to get her something for her room. And so I bought her one. And to be honest with you, I'm going to give her this one and I'm going to take the brand new one. But I'm going to unbox this brand new one for you so you can see what it looks like to come to you in 2026 when I'm recording this. And so we can compare to see if there's anything different at all about the new one versus the 8-year-old one in terms of any features, which I don't think there is any difference, or if we notice anything quality-wise that has degraded over the past 8 years with my keyboard versus the new one. So I'll go ahead and get this one out of the way and we'll start unboxing the brand new one. Once again, I'm not affiliated with Alesis. They did not send this to me. I bought this with my own money on Amazon. And look, it comes with 3 months of Scoob, but you don't need Scoob, you need Piano in 21 Days. So don't worry about that. All right, so there's not a lot in the box. It comes with the keyboard itself, and it comes with a manual and then a little music stand. So I'm not going to use these two things for now. It's just the keyboard, and then I assume there's a power cord somewhere. I love the simplicity of this. There's not much to it, and that is a big plus in my mind. All right, my first impressions are it looks exactly the same as my previous one, and that was to be expected. I mean, maybe it looks slightly newer, and I don't have it turned on yet, but I will say it does feel a little better. Like maybe the quality of those semi-weighted keys has degraded a little bit over time, and I'll let you know once I turn it on and start playing and hearing as I'm playing if I still feel that way. But I would say that's the biggest thing so far, is the feel maybe is like kind of back to a brand new keyboard, which is fully understandable because that's what it is. So here they are right next to each other, and look, they're the same keyboard. One's just 8 years newer than the other, and they've got the same buttons. All the text on here is the same. Everything as far as connections in the back is the same. And once again, that's to be expected. You know, the new one's just maybe a little cleaner, less finger oils on the keys. And yeah, there's a slight noticeable difference in just the overall key feel. Like I said, maybe these have just degraded slightly over time, but it's very, very minor. So let me get the old one out of the way, and then I'll go ahead and turn the new one on. All right, so we are now powered on, and I'll just give it a little playing. So yeah, the key feel is a little better. And I don't know, maybe that's something they improved over the years. My guess is, though, I've just used my keyboard so dang much that it has affected the key feel just a little bit. Once again, I want to stress that is not a lot. And so don't feel like you're not going to be able to use this Alesis for years and years and years and years and years, because I feel like I'd be perfectly fine sticking with my old one. It just happened to be that I had an opportunity because my daughter needed a keyboard, wanted a keyboard, and so I'm gonna take this new one and give her the old one. But I'm just so impressed by this keyboard and how well it has held up over time, and I'm looking forward to the new one as well, and hopefully this one will last me at least 8 years as well, and I'm sure it will. Now, are you going to need to buy anything else when you buy this keyboard? And the answer is yes, actually, because all it has come with, once again, is the keyboard itself. It came with a manual, it came with a music stand, which let me go ahead and show you how that music stand fits in here real quick. All right, so here's the music stand. It just slides into these two holes, very, very simple. So if you have sheet music or a chord chart you wanna put right here, you can do that. So once again, it comes with the keyboard itself, it comes with the power cord, the manual, and the music stand, and that's it in the box, all right? So what else are you going to need? Well, you're going to need a pedal. You absolutely need a pedal, and I recommend you get this one from M-Gear. It's not overly expensive. I'll include a link, of course, to the keyboard as well as to this pedal below this video. I've used this pedal for a long time. It is a great pedal, and please get this style, not the little puck style. This style is like a real piano, and you just need one pedal. A lot of people, when they're getting started, they're like, well, pianos have 3 pedals, I might need 3. No. The left 2 ones on real, like, baby grand pianos are more volume control. You just need the one on the right. It's called the sustain pedal. So when you have a keyboard, you just need one, because we can adjust volume right here. Now, is there anything else that we need? Well, you need a place for your keyboard to sit on. And if you're going to sit while you play, you need something for you to sit on as well. Now, personally, I like to stand up while I play. So I just need a surface to put it on. And I use my desk here in my home office studio. Then if you want a stand and a bench, then I recommend this kit that I got on Amazon that I'm going to set up for my daughter for when she plays. And so those two things are in this box here, which I'll show you. So here we have the little stool, which is, you know, collapsible, storable like this. And the height is very much adjustable. So nice little seat for you when you're playing your keyboard. And then here's the stand. So it does come with a few pieces and then some screws to assemble together with instructions. But it's got all the tools you need. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this together now. All right, so I've got the stand put together And it probably took about 5 minutes, and it's completely height adjustable. I don't know if I mentioned this, but don't feel like you have to get the stand and the seat. You can always put it on a desk or a piece of furniture and use a regular chair or a stool if you want to save that money. But I just want to show you everything you might possibly need when you're in the market for a keyboard. All right, I just went and set everything up in my daughter's room. And so I wanted to show you what it looks like when you have the keyboard, you have the pedal, you have the stand, and you have the seat. So if you're in the market for a keyboard, you don't want to spend a lot of money and you need everything, what I recommend you get is the Alesis Recital, you get the M Gear pedal, and then you get the kit that we talked about that includes the stand and the bench. And so you're going to be able to get all three of those things for less than $300, and you've got an amazing piano setup for yourself to start learning piano. My Amazon affiliate links are in the description below, so if you're going to purchase any of these products, I'd appreciate you using my link below, where I get a very small percentage of the sale, and that just helps continue to support my work here on the Piano in 21 Days YouTube channel. But if you want to buy it somewhere else, totally fine as well. It's just a matter of if you got value out of this video and you were going to buy it anyway. And whether you had a keyboard already or you bought this Alesis Recital and you're ready to start learning how to play piano, remember, I've got a free workbook waiting for you at pianoin21days.com. You can get my free 5-day workbook to start your piano journey, to start learning in a fast and fun way. So make sure you find that link below as well. It's completely free. And thanks for tuning in. And if you did enjoy it, then YouTube thinks that you're really going to like this one next.